Good morning. It's Sunday, and we're the very last Sunday of July. So I thought I would have one last shout out for the month of July, and there's a couple on the list. But first, I've decided I'm going to do a review on Secret Treasures Intimates from Walmart because it needs to be a PSA for those of us who are curvy. Last weekend we went for the wedding. Well, Jane likes to have more than one pair of underwear, to change out daily while she's there. Jane forgot to pack her underwear. Yes, I forgot to pack extra underwear. So, I thought, well, I'll just go to Walmart. They have just my size, and if they don't have that, they have the Hanes fit for me. It'll be okay. I get in there, and the Walmart in Mebane has no just my size. The size that I wear, I'm gonna tell you, it's a big one. I mean, something has to hold all this in. But size 13. They did have Hanes fit for me, size 13. Package had been open, and it was taped closed. One of the pairs of underwear was like just wadded up in the very top and taped over. And I'm kind of weird about my undergarments. I don't like them to come from thrift stores. I don't like to buy a package of them when it looks like it has been opened and possibly worn and brought back, or it's just been open. That's one of my weird things. So of course they only had one of the size I needed, and yeah, I could have squeezed my fat rear end into a smaller size, but who wants to? You want something that's really comfortable. So I decided I would give the Secret Treasures Intimates a try because they had a size there. When I compared it to the Hanes, the hip size for the briefs, they were supposed to go up to a size 64 inches in hips, 59 to 64 inches. No, I think it was 50 to 64 inches. Fit for me from Hanes does 50 to 59 inches. I know it fits me with, extra room. I like it. But I thought, well, this says it's 4X. I wear a lot of 4X clothing because I like it to be a little looser. Not so much, with jeans. Jeans usually are about 3X. But I thought, it's underwear. It'll be nice. Well, let's just take a look at this. This is the 4X, size 14, supposedly. It's 95% cotton and 5% spandex. Nice little pair of underwear. I opened it up and I thought, I don't know. That doesn't look right size. So I squeezed into them, and I do mean squeezed into them. And they're not the same thing. I did go recently to my local Walmart, bought some extra underwear, because I was getting to the point I needed some. These are size 13, just my size. Can you see the difference? Let's put them together. Can you see that? And this is supposed to be bigger than this size? So beware. Secret Treasures Intimates is one of Walmart's brand. It's made specifically for Walmart. I believe it's made in Turkey. I'm not positive. But apparently those Turkish women that are large size are not the same size as us Americans, and 50 to 64 inches is not quite the same meaning. Yeah, okay. Too much information. But hey, somebody had to warn you about those intimates. I You'll notice that I found another whip. It has to be finished, so I've got to get that finished working on. It's crochet. It's the Manalese blanket that I had been doing. And so I've got to get that finished. It's basically getting the smaller squares on the insides put in. So I've got to get that worked on. That's about it. This coming Tuesday, there will not be a normal podcast. I probably will put that off until Thursday afternoon because our fair opened yesterday, and it's the county fair. And on Tuesday is senior day, and I had a lot of fun last year going to it. So I've decided that I am going to go again Tuesday, so I won't be filming. I may film something Monday, but if not, look for that normal weekly podcast to come out the following Thursday. So, stuff happens. Okay, let's get to some of these shout outs. First of all, the first one is Be Wowed by April Lee. And April lives in Bloomsburg, which is, I think it's about an hour and a half away from me. I always say up the road, but people tell me no, that's down the road because the river flows that way. I don't know. So I'm thinking it might be nice if we could meet maybe halfway, or I don't even mind going to Bloomsburg. I don't know what there is to shop in Bloomsburg, and maybe April can show me around. Crochetma for Life, and that is Kaylee. She is in Georgia, but she is originally from Alabama. And she has a couple of videos up. She has some beautiful work. So go check her out. She's really new to this. Then there is Linnea of Crafting Trooper. I believe I gave her a shout out, but I'm not positive. So that's why I'm including this one again. Um, she has some beautiful work. She does some absolutely stunning work. So go check out Linnea's channel. And then, of course, there is Linda, Just a Crochet Sister. I'm giving her another shout out. She recently changed her name. So, and she's a very lovely lady. Very lovely. She is pretty close to Billy of the Crafty Floridian. So, check Linda out. Let's encourage her to do some more. Then there is Sandy from Left is Right Crochet. And I really like what she first started talking about. Basically, she is a left-handed crocheter. And, and I've done it too. Other people do it. When we put up a right-handed crochet tutorial, then we will flip it in the camera to simulate left-handed, which is close, but not really. Since I've had to learn to crochet with my left hand, I noticed there are some differences. A lot of things you can do exactly the same way. Right-handed, you just, do the opposite direction. Um, she, along with Terry of Yarn Joy Podcast, they're both left-handed crocheters. And um, a lot of crocheters are right-handed. So there are some difficulties in some of the things, like I said in the past, where I've had to, in my mind, mentally turn it differently, orientation, so that I could actually follow along. One of the things I noticed most was charts. Although charts are really good, when you're doing it left-handed, they generally all go right-handed and back left-handed. So you kind of have to keep that in the back of your mind when you're a left-handed crocheter, that yes, you can do it the other way, but you have to keep in mind when you're seeing those arrows that you're going to flip the arrows to go a different direction. And that's it for that. And then there is Have a Yarn with Charlie. I believe Charlie has one video up, maybe two. And of course, she's doing her video in her car the first time that I saw. But she has had some issues with her Crojo. Like all of us, we get a little off kilter and just can't get it back for whatever reason. Of course, hers was due to a friend who had recently passed away. And, I'm going to say this, Charlie. Been there, done that. When my daughter passed away, I had a long time I didn't want to crochet, didn't want to knit, but because at that time, senior circle at the hospital, I was going up and knitting every week, crocheting every week. I did go back and, got back into it fairly quickly. But I can understand not wanting to create and to craft. And so, go see Charlie. She's got some interesting items on her hooks. So give her a look-see. And this one I just found this morning. And that is Crochet Rocks. And I believe when you go to her channel, it actually says Crochet Rocks in the Crochet Shack. But to find her on YouTube, it's Crochet Rocks, and that is Tracy. She has a lot of tutorials, mostly for beginner crochets. Beginner crochets? Beginners for crochet. I believe she is across the pond. She does have a English accent, and I noticed one of her videos was about a trip, a yarn review of Poundland yarn, and I believe that is a UK yarn. Don't quote me. Not been over there, don't have a clue, but I think it is. Um, so that is it for today. I will see you again soon, most likely Thursday. Maybe sooner, but I doubt it. So everybody, have a great week, and remember, choose kindness.